Recently I was on Gamestop's website looking to purchase some hardware accessories for an up and coming video. I wandered over to the used retro games section and took a look at what they had. To my surprise, they have some pretty good stuff up for sale at very good prices. But I've heard about the horror stories of ordering used retro games from GameStop. Typically the games come loose and are in varying states of condition, and if you're buying cartridge games, there's a chance you may get a bootleg. Games that are listed and look complete in the photos may not be when you receive them. I took a look at the library of games and quite a few caught my eye. Some of the prices were good too, so I decided to buy a bunch of games from GameStop's website. Now I've done this about 2 years ago and the experience wasn't very good, but let's see if things have improved. So welcome everyone to the GameStop $100 Retro Game Challenge. So, the rules of the challenge are simple. With $100 to spend, buy as many games as I can, but none of the games can cost more than $9.99. Now, all of the games must be pictured with the case or the jewel case. Now, I do know that GameStop most likely will not honor this and probably just send me a loose version of the game. Now, the last time I did this, they sent me quite a few games that had the cases complete. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to get every single game with the cases complete, but let's see what I end up getting. Now, the last thing is, it has to be for CD-based consoles only. So I'm going to be looking at games on the Xbox Original, the Sony PlayStation, the Sega Dreamcast, and the Nintendo GameCube. So let's jump on the GameStop website, order $100 worth of games, and see what we end up with. And finally, all games must be tested and work on the console. Now, GameStop guarantees games are working when you buy them, so this should be fine, but we're going to test this anyway. So this is what I ended up ordering. June 2000 on the Sony PlayStation 1. It's pictured with the dual case and manual. It's selling for $9.99. Now this is a good price. Lowest eBay price I could find was $17. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour for the Nintendo GameCube. Pictured with the case, $4.99 is the GameStop price. eBay lowest price I could find is $8. Mega Man Anniversary Collection for the original Xbox. Lowest eBay price is $9. GameStop price is $3. Another Mega Man collection, but this time for the Nintendo GameCube for $4.99. Once again, lowest eBay price is $9. Time Splitters Future Perfect for the original Xbox. Now this one is starting to creep up in price a little. $15 is the lowest eBay price I could find. GameStop price is $9.99. The Warriors for the original Xbox, which is a great game by the way. GameStop price is $4.99, lowest eBay price I could find is $14. Tales of Symphonia for the Nintendo GameCube, GameStop price is $9.99, lowest eBay price is $17. Half-Life 2 for the original Xbox, GameStop price is $1.99, lowest eBay price is $8. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast for the original Xbox, GameStop price is $7.99, lowest eBay price is $10. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee for the original Xbox, very underrated game by the way, GameStop price is $5.99, lowest eBay price is $20. Lord of the Rings The Third Age for the Nintendo GameCube, GameStop price is $2.99, best eBay price is $10. Tetris Worlds for the Nintendo GameCube, GameStop price $3.99, best eBay price I could find was $8. Turok Evolution for the Nintendo GameCube, GameStop price is $4.99, best eBay price is $8. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball for the original Xbox, GameStop price is $4.99, best eBay price is $5.35. Quake 3 Arena for the Sega Dreamcast, GameStop price is $6.99, best eBay price I could find is $11. Virtua Tennis for the Sega Dreamcast again, GameStop price is $3.99, eBay price is $7. And finally, Mega Man 8 for the Sony PlayStation, GameStop price is $6.99, lowest eBay price I could find was $12. So we have 17 games and when totaled up it comes out to $98.93, just under our $100 limit. All the games on the GameStop website were shown with cases, so I sent out the order to GameStop and a few days later my package arrived on my doorstep. How many games would come complete with cases? When I went to retrieve the package from my doorstep, the first thing I noticed was the size. It was quite small. I knew this wasn't a good sign. With 17 games in there supposedly, it's hard for me to imagine any more than maybe 2 or 3 games came with the case. But let's do an unboxing and see what I got. Out of the 17 games, only 3 of them came with the cases. They were Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball for the original Xbox, Half-Life 2 for the original Xbox. That one came complete with the manual too, and it was in pretty good shape. And finally, Turok Evolution for the Nintendo GameCube. The disc looked very clean on that one with no scratches, and it looked like it wasn't resurfaced, like most GameStop discs that you buy. As for the other 14 games, they all came in slipcovers with no manuals or cases. I opened them all up to inspect them, and they were all originals and had been resurfaced. One game that caught my eye that may be a little suspect if it actually works or not is Mega Man 8 on the Sony PlayStation 1. But I feel confident that the rest of the games will work. So, 3 out of 17 is pretty lame. GameStop should really do a better job of selling retro games on their website. Many of the games are photographed as loose, but some are shown in their cases. I do understand the disclaimer that they use, but what's the point of showing them complete in their cases if they don't honor it 95% of the time? So in any case, let's test out these games and see if they work. All of the games work except for, you guessed it, Mega Man on the Sony PlayStation. I can't get it to boot at all on my original PlayStation 1, my PlayStation 2 Slim, and even my PlayStation 2 Debug, which usually reads just about everything. The disc flat out refuses to boot, so much for the guarantee that all games come working. So, in conclusion, has GameStop gotten any better at selling retro games on their website? Well, the answer is obviously no. As you can see here, I got 3 games that were complete with the cases, and the rest were all loose. Now, I will say that I knew going in that there was risks involved with doing this, and most likely I was going to get some loose games. But I will say I'm very, very surprised at just the number of loose games that I got here. In fact, pretty much all of them are loose except for 3. So the 3 really are the exceptions rather than the rule. Now look, I have mixed feelings about this whole process. On one hand, I've got a whole bunch of really awesome games here that I can play, including Mega Man, Dune 2000 on the PlayStation, which is a really good one, a couple of Dreamcast games, Time Splitters, Future Perfect on the original Xbox. Not questioning the games that I bought. I think I bought a really good set of games for $100. I'm just a little bummed that I got this many loose games. Now look, GameStop offer a return policy, so I can pretty much just stick these back in the box and throw the return label in there and send it back to GameStop, and I'll get my money refunded, which is pretty cool, and I do really appreciate that they have such a good return policy. But I will say I'm probably going to keep these games. Some of them I'm definitely going to play over the Christmas holidays, and I think what I'm probably going to do is just give these games away. As I start giving away systems into next year, we've got some competitions coming up where I'm going to give away more consoles and retro systems. I'm probably just going to throw some of these games into the box as well so people can enjoy them as well. So really, this wasn't a complete bust, but I will say, look, at the end of the day, if you are a collector of games, then I cannot recommend GameStop to you. Now, if you want just to buy games on the cheap, then GameStop is a very viable service that you can buy games pretty cheap. I looked on the website, and as mentioned, there are a lot of games that really caught my eye as far as the prices. But as you can see, the reason why they're so cheap, at least in my opinion, is because you're typically going to end up with something like this, which is just a whole bunch of loose games. The final word, if you think that GameStop has gotten better at selling you retro games, then think again. Nothing has really changed. In fact, in some ways, it's kind of a lot worse than what it used to be. I think I did this about 2 years ago, and I want to say that I got more games in the cases than I did now. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And before I go, I want to wish everyone a very happy and safe holiday and a happy new year. I will be continuing to release content over the Christmas and New Year break, so stick around every single Monday for new videos coming. Well guys, I'm going to leave it at that for this video. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.